Hello and welcome to Seceon's Technology Brief series of video with Seceon's founder, Chandra. So, hi, Chandra.
Yeah, hi, Sukalpa.
Thank you for joining. Yeah. So, Chandra, I think I would like to discuss you about some of the challenges, that industry is facing in terms of cybersecurity. And, people, they're talking a lot about ransomware. So, I just want to hear about some of your views on that.
Yeah, thanks, Sukalpa, for asking that question. In the cybersecurity, if you look into, there is a lot of discussion about ransomware, and ransomware is something which has caused many organizations a lot of pain, and it's just continuing like that. No matter whether you are a very large organization with hundreds of millions being spent in the cybersecurity, or you are a small organization and you don't have many of the cybersecurity product, it does not matter who you are. Ransomware is kind of like prevalent all across the industry. Now, the challenge is how the industry has gone into this situation is because not only that industry has the weak cyber hygienes, but other thing is also on top of those organizations which have a lot of budget still have very weak detection system. So you should assume things will get through the hygienes and all that, but you have to detect those. And so one thing is a ransomware where kind of things get through, you get credential breach and all that, and then they are able to plant the seed, do some lateral movement, collect the data, take out the data, do the multiple exploitations in your organization, and same time, no files are exfiltrated, and then you get a call to pay the ransomware to release your file. But things does not stop there, because once you are exposed, you have an opening and people know about it, they can sell that opening, and multiple kind of extortions will keep on taking place. But one of the other things which is not being talked these days very much is intellectual property threat, because that for a lot of organization, intellectual property is what they got. That is the main reason for existence, and intellectual property takes sometimes hundreds of millions and billions of dollars, many years of investment to develop it. And if those are stolen, and somebody is now start creating the counterfeit of your product and all that in there, you're kind of think about the losses you have to incur because of that is not only into the hundreds of millions, sometimes billions, and then it's not that just the billion what that organization is going to lose, the community around the organization is going to lose a lot too, because any of those innovation, they drives hundreds and hundreds and sometimes multiple thousands of employment in the community wherever those innovations are taking place, or wherever that company has its plants or its facilities out there. So that losses can be hundreds of millions to many billions. So we have to kind of think about, because many organizations now, CEOs are coming and talking that, hey, look, I need a security platform, not only for focusing on the ransomware, but we have to look into how to protect our intellectual property theft as well. And that is just something have to be discussed openly, and we have to address that challenge as well.
Yeah. So I think, Chandra, you really brought a very good point on intellectual property. Along with that, also other side is that it is impacting the revenue as well as the reputation, because people, they don't want to get connected or joined with those businesses, in today's era, those who are not secure. So according to you, or what is your view on the unawareness side? Because there are too many solutions. I think that is something that brings a lot of confusion to people to go with the right solution. So what is your view on that?
Yeah, so you brought up something interesting point that, it's sometimes people are even unaware about their intellectual property theft. And then on top of that, they don't understand what the cybersecurity means. Cybersecurity, people will talk about the people, process, and technology, but at the end, if you are not able to see everything, your whole environment in front of you, what is happening, where it is happening, and all that in there. And in today's world, if you try to do those things with multiple silos and all that in there, it's very difficult to do, because sometimes, depending on the size of the organizations and applications and services and hosts and users you have, you might have billions of interactions happening every hour, and those ones is like, it's not that easy to track. So you need to have set up a solution which are able to uh, like pull it all together, put into the context and situations to visualize it. But visualization also should be driving your detections of anything which does not belongs there and all that. And definitely those things are important, that you, if you should assume that there will be things which will get through your hygiene system, but you have to have a proper way of detecting the things, and always keep on continuously improving your hygiene, because hygiene is something not a fix. It has to be improved continuously to make sure your organization is not an easy target for things to get in. And that organization today is not only a physical or what you call is a perimeter is fixed, because that can be a remote implies your cloud asset, multiple cloud assets, as well as your on-prem, and mobile implies as well. So you have to look into your perimeter is not well defined, but you have to monitor everything in the single context to make sure things are not getting through and you don't know about it, you know.
So Chandra, you really brought a very interesting point, and that will be, we are going to utilize that point in the next series of videos. So definitely thank you so much for sharing your views on some challenges on the cybersecurity that industry is facing. In the next series of video, we are going to discuss more on the cyber hygiene point of view and what steps need to be taken to stop the threats before it occurs. Thank you, Chandra, for joining once again.
Yeah, thanks, Kalpa. Thanks a lot for all the great questions.